Whenever you're given a long question like this, I always like to go and to look at the actual question that's being asked and the answers before I start reading all this information. A lot of times, if you read all through this and you get to the final question, and then you immediately have to go back and reread everything to find the answer. So that's just good little test taking strategy. The question is, where is the remaining 5% of the world's permanent supply of ice and snow? And you got high mountain peaks, permanent Arctic blizzards, floating icebergs, and drifting Antarctic snow. As you read down through it talks about 3% of the fresh water. Of that 3%, 3/4 are tied up in the glaciers, ice caps, and snowfields. Antarctic glaciers contain nearly 85% of all the ice in the world. So we've got the Antarctic stuff, the drifting Antarctic snow. And then we've got the sea ice, and the Arctic contains 10%. So floating icebergs, we already accounted for that. And then sea ice freezes, but the salt's excluded. That's needless information for what's being asked. What's asked is, where's the remaining 5% of the world's permanent supply of ice and snow? Permanent Arctic blizzards, that up in the Arctic, there's not a landmass like Antarctica where you actually have glaciers. You do have snowfall, and the cold temperatures can turn the fresh water that's up on the top of the water will turn to sea ice. The salt gets squeezed out of it, and the snow can fall on top of that and start to build up, but it's not very much. The high mountain peaks would be that's where the remaining glaciers in the world. Most of the glaciers in the world, of course, Antarctica and Greenland, but the high mountain peaks would be the vast majority of the ice in the world at higher elevations where they build up.